I've always been an extremely messy person. The space in which I live and operate is generally the worst thing ever. I'd say about like half of my childhood was spent fighting with my mom over how messy my room was. My mom was very much one of those moms who would, whenever there'd be company coming over, she would like do the whole freak out thing and be like, we gotta clean everything. And like, I get it. I understand now as an adult person who has people coming over, I get that. But back in the day, and it still lingers, I'm a definitely shove it all in a corner kind of a guy when it comes to messes and getting things together. I just thought, for the longest time, I was just a messy and unorganized person. But spoiler alert, that's a depression symptom, guys. A very big theme for me in regards to how I operate in the world is that I try to perform on the outside. To make sure everybody thinks that I'm okay and that I'm performing okay in whatever thing that I'm doing. But inside, I kind of let that rot and let that get out of hand. My room has been no exception to that, where the outside world or my jobs and school represents the performance. The room where I live represents what's going on inside of me. Turns out that's super common. A lot of people I've talked to have been similarly messy, like myself. And that's why, like, when people ask me for advice, like, what should I do if I'm feeling sad and I'm not sure what to do? One of the things I say is, clean your room. And I sound like my mom there. Because of that advice, I would like to formally and completely apologize to my mom for over a decade's worth of arguments about how my room is messy. I would like to apologize. She's gonna love that. She watches every single one of my videos, guys. She's gonna love that. Over the past month or so, my room, which is essentially my entire apartment, has gotten messy. And I've let it happen, and I've let it kind of accumulate and get worse and worse and worse, and I've just kind of ignored it. Mental health and physical health are really, really similar to me in that they both require a lot of upkeep, a lot of checking in and making sure that you're handling everything properly and doing the things that are good for you. And I've noted a pretty heavy correlation between how messy my room is and how I'm doing in that regard. So I'm working on doing not spring cleaning because it's June now. I'm doing some summer cleaning and just sort of refreshing, getting everything together and just sort of moving forward and trying to attack life with a bit more of a positive outlook. And especially given the state of our world right now and a lot of the things that have been happening recently, I think it's radical and it's revolutionary to attack life with love and with respect and with just all of the positivity that you can muster to keep on living and just going despite it all. But step one for me, all that's really big stuff. Step one for me is cleaning my room, and I'm in the middle of doing that. I decided to film this in the middle of doing that. It's really, really difficult to do mental health stuff on your own, much like it is difficult to do physical health stuff on your own. Oftentimes we need people to talk to. Oftentimes we need someone to listen or someone to hold our hand throughout whatever process we're going through. And that's why I'm really happy that this video has actually been sponsored by a cool app called Project Toe. And let me tell you a little bit about Project Toe. One of the most common messages I get from people is someone saying that either I have nobody to talk to, or I can't afford a therapist, or I'm scared to talk to my parents. And this app is a really good start for something like that. It's a mobile app that allows you to kind of connect and talk to people who are either going through similar things to you, or just to put yourself out there to listen to people who maybe need somebody to talk to themselves. The way it works is that there's a bunch of different chat rooms with different themes, with different issues in particular that people talk about. And like I said, you can either go in there to talk about your own stuff, or you can just go in there to listen to other people. I think one of the reasons people connect kind of with this community in particular on my videos is not that I have all the right answers or I can fix your problems, but just that the community around here that encourages people to be open and to talk about what's going on in their lives and how productive that can be for people. That's what I think this is and what it can be. I don't think you should go in there expecting somebody to fix your problems and solve things for you, but I do think, it can help just to have somebody to listen to or to vent to. That can just be enough on its own to make it through a tough night. I've actually created my own little #ConnorManning support group. If you guys just want to go in there, talk to people, maybe make some friends, that'd be super rad. All the info to Project Toe and everything is linked in the description down below. If you're one of those people who sends me messages about not having someone to talk to, I would definitely recommend checking this app out and seeing what it does for you and if it does anything for you. Once again, want to thank Project Toe for sponsoring this video and kind of opening up the doors for some people to maybe get some help who may not have access to help in their lives. I think that's really awesome, really noble, and really significant for a lot of people. But if you'll excuse me, I have a room to continue cleaning because I'm trying to not be sad this summer. Because there is good in the world, there is good in my life, and I would like to create from that perspective. From the good perspective, from the happy perspective, from the one that enriches my life and those around me. That's what I want to do, but that's for later dates. We'll discuss that later. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. No, you're wearing an oversized sweater in the middle of June in Southern California. You're doing that. I'm not doing that. That's you. That's your problem. That's your aesthetic mistake.